Hola Capricorns, it's Tarot by Tess, here to deal with here to do the person you're dealing with reading, okay? So Capricorns, if you're dealing with a fire sign, here's what's going on. Keep in mind that these can switch. Okay, well, Ten of Swords reversed. Okay, it's better than upright. Let's see. I feel like you're dealing with residual feelings from a fire sign, for those of you that have been dealing with one. Yeah, they were probably a player. And they just did something one too many times, and you were done. The thing is, you were really done. Like, stick a fork in you, you're done. And this person may try to come right back and do the exact same shit again. And they're going to want to put you, no, not going to want to. They're going to want to do things that'll put you in the Nine of Swords mentality, which is what Ten of Swords reversed is. Eight of Cups reversed. Yes, they're going to want to come back in. And they're going to try and do things that will put you in a Nine of Swords mentality. And your job is to say no. Okay, let's see what we got here for Capricorns dealing with a fire sign. Some of you, if you're already in a relationship with them, I don't feel you are, but if you are, they're still doing the philandering, flirting kind of a thing, and you feel like you can't leave. King of Cups reversed. Oh, they have water in their chart, but this person is definitely a liar, a philanderer. They cannot be faithful. The King of Cups is a really good person, but this is him in a bad aspect. Okay. So this person cannot be faithful. They're very, very sexual, and they're living this lifestyle because they're running from something. Okay. And Capricorn, as smart as you are, you don't want anything to do with this. Okay. All right, Capricorns, let's do you for earth signs. So Capricorns, if you're dealing with a fellow earth sign, let's see what's going on with that. Capricorns dealing with earth signs. Oop, almost lost it there. Okay. Okay, wow. I'll put those to the side because I might get to those. Well, possibly dealing with a Taurus. From your past. Wow. There may be some kind of a shocking revelation about them in your past, or about their past, or about a tradition that maybe you've thought of since childhood. Or if you've been in a long-term relationship with them, this could be somebody is trying to step out, and it's most likely for someone in the past. We have some Scorpio cards here, so they could have Scorpio in their chart. I do get a controlling energy, but it's as if the controlling energy is being disrupted. And there's more like a generosity kind of a feeling over here. I want to pull these other cards. Yeah, I felt like that was supposed to go over there, but there's some generosity that needs to happen here. The Fool's reversed. Somebody didn't move on, and it caused the Tower to come in. Yes, definitely from a family relationship situation. It's very dysfunctional. Now with the Knight of Swords here with the Tower, I feel like somebody did something very destructive on purpose. And I feel like it has to do with a wedding or a pregnancy. There is pregnancy in here, I'll tell you, because we do have a Six of Cups, Empress, Page of Cups, Hierophant, and then Ten of Pentacles reversed. I feel like somebody was pregnant and then somebody was not pregnant. How that came about, I don't know. This does feel like attack, sneak attack. Okay. I'm not sure really what that's about. It gets a little bit too in depth here. And I don't want to just be putting everybody's business out there, but if that's for you, you'll know it. Okay, what you want wants you. That's for you. Okay. You've gone through some shit with an earth sign. I have 2 Taurus cards here, okay? And I feel like some of you want children, some of you want the happy relationship. And it's going to find you. But you had to get rid of something terrible. I would not suggest this earth sign because there's just too much destruction that comes along in this reading. It doesn't seem very stable. Yeah. I feel like there's a breakup of a relationship that was dysfunctional to begin with. Somebody just kept going back. It was cyclical in nature. And so the tower's like, well, fuck this. I'm gonna break it up because you should get what it is you want because you deserve it. Okay, Capricorn? Oof. It's a big mess right there. All right, so next we have air. So Capricorn's dealing with air signs. Yeah, I'm all about, earth signs sticking with earth signs and water signs sticking with water signs. But when you have that kind of a relationship, anybody else is possibly better. Okay, so Capricorn's dealing with air signs. Let's get that up on the table. Let's really shuffle because we don't want those same cards. Capricorn's dealing with air signs. Okay. I want to see what these cards have to say. I'm already thinking lots of things. Okay. The star card in reverse. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. The Tower. Oh my gosh. We just got rid of that in the last reading. So this earth sign could have air in their chart or vice versa. Okay. Usually this happens and then that happens. But no, Capricorn. You had to get it in this way. So not only were you not healed, but then some more shit happened. I feel like you're giving too much to the situation. Yeah, something completely ended. Like something was annihilated. Could have been, we have 2 Scorpio cards here. So a Scorpio could have, or somebody who had Scorpio in their chart could have really done you in. Like if they needed to exact revenge, they probably did. Something is completely and utterly over. You could have ended this though, because I'm seeing not healing. You also weren't getting the picture, or they weren't, because I'm having no revelation, no idea, no inspiration, and then bam, it comes in. Not in a nice way, but it comes in, and then it's over. The sun will rise. Okay. So I feel like the star will come back around. Unfortunately, I don't have it in this deck anymore or the other one. So let's clarify. I'm going to shuffle here. So Capricorn's dealing with air signs. Okay. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Somebody could have been very controlling and smothering. And maybe at first you felt special. All that attention. 10 of Cups. Okay, so this is a good thing to me. You're going to get the 10 of Cups. But it's only because the Tower came in and something ended. Or will. Okay, this may not have happened yet. Somebody probably had to go through some stuff to get to you, or you had to go through some stuff to get to them. Yeah, this other person wasn't very good. They weren't down to earth. But I think one thing you guys did see, you saw eye to eye on the fact that this probably needed to end. And if that's not the case, then you took it upon yourself to end it. Okay, so let me get this the way I saw it. You have the 2 of Wands reversed, which means you haven't quite made a decision yet. So the Tower could have already happened, not have. On one side, your decision is the Ace of Pentacles, which funnily enough, the Queen of Pentacles is holding, even though it's reversed. So you're trying to decide, one, if you want to give whatever is the Tower situation that needs to come out. You're trying to decide if you want to continue with that, okay, and pick that Pentacle back up. Also, Nine of Pentacles reversed, settling for that toxic relationship. So again, there's hints of it that you're really thinking about staying or continuing or restarting this relationship that is signified by the Star reversed and the Tower and Death. Okay. So I'm seeing it's a no-go for this air sign, but it's like you're too scared to take a chance. So please do take that chance, because the Ace of Pentacles is waiting. And the Ace of Pentacles, if it's not referring to the Queen of Pentacles reversed, is a new start with somebody else. And that leads you to the Ten of Cups. Then you will be settled, but it won't be settling for toxicity. It'll be settling as in married, house, possibly kids, or just a committed relationship. Somebody you actually get along with, somebody who makes you feel special in a good way, not maybe in a controlling way, or making you have, doing like belittling you. It feels like giving you low self-esteem. You don't have to put up with that. I'm not sure what's going on with the Capricorns, but their last few readings haven't been that great. Let's see what's going on with the water signs. Okay. So Capricorns, let's pray the water signs are a little bit better for you. Okay. All right, Capricorns dealing with water signs. Let's see what's up with that. I feel like you gave and gave to that last relationship, just with the air signs. And there's somebody who wants to be with you. Possibly a water sign for the King of Cups. So let's see. Definitely look and see what this water sign's all about. So you may not have met the water sign yet. Okay. Let's see here. I really want to shuffle these cards. All right, Capricorns. Let's see what's going on with this water sign you're dealing with, or will be dealing with. Okay. You have the Queen of Swords. That was first. The Knight of Cups reversed. These both came out in Leo's reading, but with different signs. Actually, no, they had this. They were getting a physical offer from a fire sign. So that may have something to do with what's here. Okay, I don't want to pull all these. That's a lot, so I want to keep going. But we do have a water sign here. Somebody may be very straightforward. Or again, if you've been divorced, this could be you. And telling somebody, you know, water sign, I really don't want to get serious. I kind of just want to date around. And so, or whomever this is, this water sign could be saying that as well. Somebody's going to be very truthful about it. And that's better than if they were just to sneak around and lie. And do be careful. This person could have jealousy tendencies. But they're very forthright. The Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to lay down some more cards. Could be Scorpio, because we do have Scorpio with a water sign. So they could have air in their chart. Sorry, voice is cracking. Let's see what's coming after that. Things are changing. Temperance reversed. I'm seeing you can't force a change with a water sign. And this would be Capricorn, because they're dealing with a Sagittarius. Now, if it's Scorpio, they actually be dealing with a Sagittarius, because that's come up in a few of my videos. But any water sign here could be dealing with a Sagittarius. And you have to wait for them not to continue to work on their relationship anymore. So you may have been married and divorced, and you're trying to get with a water sign, but there was somebody else, so they can't be with you. And they tell you that. You have given them an offer, but it wasn't very serious. I do feel like it was directed at a Scorpio, but that doesn't have to be for everybody. Okay, I want another card. You guys are getting all the extras. King of Cups reversed. That's the Scorpio card, I'm telling you. So you have the Knight and the King of Cups. So this person, you've probably known for a while, or you knew them in the past. They're not offering emotion to you, but they're also not doing so hot. Possibly with a Sagittarius, but with somebody. It's not working out. And I'm seeing bide your time. The time is right, but you can't force it. You can't make it work. Okay? And it could be that this King of Cups person is at like an all-time low. They also, I feel like they're hiding feelings. You may be the more blunt one out of the two of you. But again, they could offer something that's more physical. Now, if this, I feel like no real emotion is put in here. So there could be an offer of friendship. Now, this is somebody who did you wrong in the past. I'm not really seeing it working out. I don't see them coming back. At least not, they're not going to come over with apologies. In fact, they're more likely to cut you out than apologize. But things aren't going well with whomever they're with. Okay, bottom of the deck, the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So the advice here is not to wait, because nothing is actually growing between the two of you. In fact, it's probably regressing in some form or fashion. And I get the idea of unrequited love with it in reverse. Okay. Whatever is going to happen here, it's going to happen for your good. So even if it feels like it sucks, it's better than what would happen if you were to continue on this path with this water sign. Let's get a Sacred Rebel Oracle card. I'm going to shuffle these. But just beware, if they come, they're not showing their emotions and they do not have real feelings. They may want to be with you while they're still with someone else. And I feel like you should not wait, because you'll be waiting forever. Ooh, interesting. Be the hunter, not the hunted. So if you're waiting, please don't wait. This could be somebody, if you really, really want this person, okay, despite everything I said, then you have to be the one that goes after them. Like being direct and forward with the Queen of Swords here. However, there's a flip side. This person may want to be the hunter and not be the hunted, especially if they're a Scorpio, especially if they're male. So I'm seeing let things take their natural course. Don't try to force it. I feel as if, I feel like they should be making moves and not you. But you shouldn't be waiting. Go on with your life. As the world turns, right? Just let it keep going. And if it's meant to be, it'll be. Okay? All right, Capricorn, good luck.